How to get hair to grow back quickly.
Hey, Dad. Can I get some of those cookies over there?
Sure. We're black, so that means ain't no cookies in that can. I keep all my old art supplies in there. Oh, I can't wait to see the look on her face when she sees there's no cookies in there. But I can't laugh yet. I can't. I gotta hold it in. I'm too excited. Okay. Ready? Mm-hmm. Get your hair did and you don't know how to act. Zoom in, go on, lean in. Yeah. She's like Michael Jackson. Miguel Jackson. Welcome back to the channel, guys, where we miss you, and this is a part 2. If y'all have not seen the Daechwita reaction, go back and watch that before you watch this, because we're doing
Daechwita explained by a Korean.
Explained by a Korean who is
DKDKTV.
DKDKTV. Now, it's been a couple of days.
Yeah, a couple of days
since we heard the Daechwita. And I wanted to rewatch our old video, but I was like, you know what? Let me just get a genuine reaction. So again, it's been a couple of days before we listened, heard Daechwita, and we're gonna go back and re-listen to it again and see it explained.
Alrighty then.
And I also have a pimple, guys. Don't talk about me. Yes, you can be in your 30s having pimples.
Yes.
Yeah,
you got something to say?
Yeah, my daughter got my back. Yeah, don't get them. Don't do a bloodbath. Don't do it.
This new hair got me ready.
Ooh, she ready to get at it.
You know
she ready to straighten you out. That ain't the only thing. She ready to straighten. Go ahead. I'm saying because I don't know if I should who I should say.
Okay, well, yeah.
You know,
you are allowed to say it.
But I feel say she be
because
like
of part 1.
She promotes so much. I be trying not to like put her out there like that. But Hilma, thank you. Can't you see we're blessed to have you subscribe to we. Hilma, thank you for this is Hilma's second part of the donation. Really appreciate it, Hilma. Hilma, thank you so much for your donation and recommendation. Are there any more recommenders?
Yes, some familiar names, if you will.
Oh, okay. Anita Herbert, 1037, welcome back. Yeon Kimin, welcome back. Mega_Ram, welcome back. Yoon Pak, 7672, welcome back. These are the exact same people from the original Daechwita video. So without further ado, I know I talk too much. What's that over there? Made you look. Oh, you mad? You ain't mad.
You're not gonna get away with this next time. I ain't falling for that.
Disgusting.
That's reflux. Plop it on the screen.
Unreflux it.
Daechwita, play it loud. Play it. You ready? You ready? Moms.
It's not funny when somebody steal your thing, huh? Mom spaghetti.
It be your own kids.
You guys delivered another hard-hitting mixtape titled...
That ain't the dude I remember.
That is not who I remember.
That is not the guy I remember.
The dude I remember had a backwards cap.
Yeah, that's a different guy.
So I guess they're is he the second DK?
Hold on, I can't go out like this. I can't be having y'all looking at my pimple. Also, I went outside and painted earlier, and the paint didn't come off my arms, off my hands. I need some magnesium. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, this is so much worse. Yeah, okay. We working with something now. Shout out to Acne Spot Dots. Even though it's still a little shiny, but you know right now it ain't no... Anyway. All right, yeah, that ain't the same guy. I know. I ain't mad, though. Just break it down for me.
You guys delivered another hard-hitting mixtape titled D2. The first August D album, released in 2016, focused on the tough times Suga faced when he was a teenager. Suga's at a very different place now. He's much older and he's much more successful. And this album focuses on the changes of his feelings after becoming one of music's biggest superstars. It's a very honest album, and my personal favorite off of this is the title track, Daechwita. It's an ultimate flex track / warning /
We both were saying it wrong. What did you just say? Daechwita.
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 reminder with tons of historical references, so let's take a look into it. Daechwita is Korean traditional marching music that was played when kings or royalty were moving.
So I was wrong. Don't give me no grief in the comment section. It was not Chinese culture. It was Korean culture. Sorry. Lo siento. Please forgive me for not knowing that.
Moving about, or important guests would visit, as well as when army would be marching. There are two main characters in this music video, a King Suga and a bottom class Suga.
Oh.
We can see that the King Suga is a tyrant. He has everyone kneeling down with the faces down in the ground.
Yeah, I didn't pick that up at first. I knew it was two sugars. I just thought it was a good sugar and a bad,
Bad
sugar.
sugar?
Speaking of that, I need to cut down on my sugar, y'all, for my level.
And he beheads people who have complaints in this scene. You can see the Shinmungo here. People in the Joseon dynasty would hit this drum if they had something that they've been wronged. They'd hit this drum and the king or someone up in the hierarchy would come and sort out their problems. Except here, King Suga is killing the people who have such complaints and issues. But the bottom class Suga, with the help of BTS and army represented by the 6 other men and a woman in the scene,
Slight nod to the group, right on.
Okay.
starts a coup. He drives up a car with the men representing BTS and also a cute painting of Bang PD. By the way, this painting has its origins in a Jungkook drawing of Bang PD. It's pretty funny. The King Suga sees this and gives a thumbs down and captures the bottom class Suga. The King Suga wants to kill him and does this graceful sword dance, which apparently Suga learned in 2 days. Meanwhile, bottom class Suga, blindfolded and tied down, starts headbanging.
Oh, I just noticed that they started banging in the back too.
I didn't even
Oh,
pick
he
it up.
didn't use his voice to uplift the people. We don't do no monarchies around here. Well, they do monarchies, but like, yo, no monarchies, baby.
Singing Daechwita.
Well, they do monarchies in this particular era that he using.
Remember how I told you that Daechwita was played when kings were about, or when the army would be marching? The bottom class Suga singing this is an announcement that he is actually the real king. He feels
I can't hear no music. I can hear the music, but ain't no. I meant to say ain't no music playing, but I'm still nodding my head because he nodding
Still
his
hearing
head.
it in your head?
It's infectious, man.
like he's the king. The people under the king, the very ones that were kneeling to him in the beginning, are now joining Suga, headbanging with him. This Daechwita is also for them. These kneeling people are armies.
So the D sound like T, cause it sound like he's saying Daechwita, Daechwita,
Daechwita.
Daechwita. Yeah, it sound like he's saying like TH.
Marching together with the bottom class Suga. At the end, the executioner who was supposed to take down the bottom class Suga actually frees him and
Cut him
gives
loose.
him a gun. He's got a gun! Bottom class
I didn't think he was just gonna come right out and say it like that. We both said the same thing in the last one. Is that a gun?
Suga grabs this and shoots the king. I think the MV and the song is a metaphor for BTS and ARMY taking down the existing system and the ruling forces of the industry. The King Suga represents the system, the existing system, the few powerful companies that had control over the industry before BTS came to the scene. Bottom class Suga is Suga himself in a small company with basically nothing, as if he was born into a bottom class, and winning the people over, eventually taking down the king with BTS and armies. I think Suga picked the perfect motif to convey his message. And if you look at the historical references, you'll be more amazed at how clever this all is.
That was my favorite part. What he said, born a slave.
This all is. While this single verse has a
He sure was standing up on dude back. He sure was standing right up on his back. I'd have shot him too.
lot to unpack, but let's just start with this line. The Joseon dynasty, which is most likely where this song is set in, had a strict class system where there was a heavy discrimination based on which class you were born into. Slaves were not even considered human. They would be traded in cases their owners didn't have enough money, and they were thought of more as just things. Think about the mistreatment that BTS received earlier on in their careers. They faced heavy discrimination due to them being from a small company.
That was that interview where it looked like Sugar was finna toss that chair. I know I would have did. Yeah. You think I'm sweet? Cause my name Sugar, my boy. Hey, put your hands up. Matter of fact, don't worry about it.
And they were mistreated. So it's easy to understand why Suga called himself a slave here. Slaves in Joseon were almost completely blocked off from advancing to higher classes. So for a slave to become a king is basically impossible. But Suga's saying he made it happen. The following line is a reference to Kwanghae-gun, the king of Joseon dynasty in the 17th century. He developed paranoia while in power and notoriously became violent and reckless. Hence the line, Berserk Tiger, Kwanghae flow. But I think there are more reasons Suga referenced Kwanghae in the lyrics, especially if you consider what his life was like. Kwanghae-gun had a very roller coaster of a life. Originally, he was a war hero, defending Joseon against the Japanese invasion of 1592, one of the biggest wars in Korean history. His father, who was then king, had fled when the war broke out, and the 18-year-old Prince Kwanghae led Joseon troops in the battlefield. Rarely at this time did kings or to-be kings go out into the battlefield themselves. So Kwanghae...
You know what my favorite, one of my favorite subjects in school was?
History.
History. But we didn't learn all the word history. We learned, well, you know, they called the word history, but we really just learned our history.
Yeah.
So I'm always down to learn new history. And I understand that, like, we kind of, like, stuck in a vacuum. You know what I'm saying? Well, not us, because we don't mind going out and learning something, but us as a country, like, a lot of us kind of stuck in our own... I think we get better over the years. But, like, when I was growing up, man, there was so many people set in their ways and don't want to learn nothing new. I broke that cycle. For real, I did.
Rarely at this time did kings or to-be kings go out into the battlefield themselves. So Kwanghae, fighting with the people, won their hearts over, and there were movements to throne him.
And that is not a common thing for kings. They do not get out there and get they armor dirty.
Yeah.
They don't get their hands dirty, man. Me, I get out there, I'm gonna get after it. But yeah, that part where he says born slave turned king, I love that. And don't ever think I won't get out here and get dusty if I have to. No matter how high up I am.
As the king instead of his father. The father felt threatened by this, so he made a lot of political efforts to stop Kwanghae from gaining influence. Eventually, Kwanghae became stuck between two large political powers, and this struggle eventually made Kwanghae go.
And you know what's so crazy about this? And I'm gonna rewind it. Like, they took that king stuff and kind of made it like for instance, in the warehouse. When I worked in the warehouse, most supervisors, most managers wouldn't get out and work. They wouldn't
Do nothing.
unstack the pallets. They wouldn't put the pallets up. They wouldn't go to full case, split case. They wouldn't go to none of that stuff. So I always been like that. And they tried to, like, make me like, okay, Dad, we want you to be this. And I'm like, bro, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do anything, because I'm gonna always want to get out here and work with my people. So much so to where I never told you this story, but somebody used to call me Commander Thad. Commander. And I'm like, why you call me that? He said, man, because no matter what you do, you ain't forgot your roots. You get out here and you work with us. And that's how I always been. So look at it making me think about, man, hold on.
Different stories and stuff.
Sugar, hold on, bro.
Dad Lord? Is it like
Oh yeah,
Dad
Dad Lord. Sorry, that's some more Dad Lord.
Became stuck between two large political powers, and this struggle eventually made Kwanghae go paranoid and become violent and reckless. Ultimately, he was dethroned after a coup. I think Suga somewhat relates to Kwanghae, as he himself had been through a tough adolescence, having to go out into the battlefield at an early age, just like Kwanghae did.
I always say, like, man, I wanted you to be like a, you know what I'm saying, be out there, you know what I'm saying, and like, but I never really liked the industry, because I knew how crazy it was and like how people try to take advantage of you. But like, this is crazy. You know, I just always think everything be like, no pun intended, like sugar and like rainbows. You know, I knew it was hard, but I ain't think it was like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just hearing how they was treated
Yeah.
is crazy. Cause they didn't present it like no way. They was like straight. Like they kept doing what they wanted to do. Like I don't know. They get kudos in my book.
Adolescence, having to go out into the battlefield at an early age, just like Kwanghae did. He was an idol with no money, from a small company stuck in an industry dominated by big corporations. When Suga started winning battles and gaining power, he must felt a lot of efforts from the existing big powers to keep him away from the throne. Like what Kwanghae
When I started working and they started like, hey, Thad, hey, Tad, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I started doing that, it made the supervisor so mad. So mad. And like a dude came up to me and he was like, he told one dude, go in this aisle. And I was like, he was like, I ain't gonna go unless Commander Thad tell me to go in there. Bruh, they pulled me in the office and was like, nah, bruh, you can't, ain't nobody gonna, no, we the supervisor, we the manager. And I said, I ain't make them do nothing. They just trust me. I said, gain some trust. But they ain't hear that.
experienced from his father when the people wanted him to become the king. Suga mentions putting his past in the rice chest. For many Koreans, the word Triju or rice chest is strongly connected to the tragic story of Sadoseja, which involves him dying in a rice chest. Sadoseja was the son of then King Yeongjo, and his father was extremely harsh on him, humiliating him and scolding him in front of others at a very early age. This became so
That sound familiar.
humiliating him and scolding him in front of others at a very early age. This became so severe that Sadoseja attempted to commit suicide a few times. But even then, he was treated terribly. He developed what modern doctors diagnose as bipolar disorder and began acting very violently. Eventually, the king ended up hating Sadoseja so much that he orders Sadoseja to go into a rice chest. Sadoseja went in, and he was stuck inside for 8 days and eventually starved to death. Sadoseja had a troubled life, filled with being humiliated and mistreated, and mental health issues.
Take care of your mental health. Wait, Dad, gotta stop everything. Let me get this off the screen real quick. Okay? Listen, I love you. Take care of your mental health. It is important. The world is better with you in it. It is, okay? Okay? All right. Even if that's always the extreme. Don't go to the extreme. Just if you're depressed and sad and you just don't feel like getting out of bed, listen, the world is better with you out, you know what I'm saying? Gracing people with your presence. Okay? Mental health is serious. I hope we start moving towards that. I love you.
Just not being understood. Suga has been pretty open about his mental health issues he had when he was growing up, and I think he relates
Sorry. Keep stopping. Dad wasn't allowed to talk about his mental health a lot growing up, okay? That is a very big thing for me. I was not allowed, like, I didn't feel safe talking about my mental health till eventually it just, okay? I want to be vocal about mine, but I still got some reservations as well because of, I don't want to put everything out on the internet. I really had like a lot of mental health issues growing up, but specifically anxiety and depression. I've had it since I was a kid. I just couldn't I really started taking it serious as older I got, okay? But it's very, very important to take care of this stuff early. And shout out to Sugar for being so vocal about it. And I hate that people, like, they play it like nothing so much, and I'm glad we're moving in the right direction.
has been pretty open about his mental health issues he had when he was growing up, and I think he relates to Sadoseja. He sees himself in him. He says he's putting his past in the rice chest. It's a declaration that he's putting the old troubled Yoongi, the Sadoseja Yoongi.
Me too. Sorry, I keep stopping it. Me too, y'all. And honestly, it's because of this one right here. She makes my life so much better. And it's not just it's my other kids and my wife, everybody. It was an adjustment to getting used to actually, feeling loved all the time. You know what I mean? And it can be so bad. Depression and stuff is so bad that it can make you feel unloved. So it's some stuff going on in my childhood, You know what I'm saying? That'll make me feel like I probably, I felt loved, but in that you didn't feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because you was depressed about other stuff that was going on. So for instance, I had something going on at home. I have a teacher that loved me. You won't feel that. A family member that'll love, but you won't feel it because you're so wrapped up in your depression about what's going on. You know what I mean? But I'm tossing all my stuff in the rice chest too, sugar.
Rice chest. It's a declaration that he's putting the old troubled Yoongi, the 사도세자 Yoongi, behind and looking at what's ahead of him.
Who said time is money? He said my time is worth more than that. Did I miss that ball in the last one? I can't remember. Who says time is money? My time is worth more
You
than
was
that.
caught up because the next line was the stick.
The stick,
line.
oh yeah, I think I took because he said he can stick.
In the second verse,
He said, "I'm so happy I'm a genius." That got to be a crazy. That's got to be the most disrespectful thing. Like, I'm so happy I'm a genius. Like, I know you think like it's right bigging me up, but actually it's really putting you down because I'm a genius, and no matter what, I'm gonna live and be successful because I'm a genius. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at it from that point of view, and you go like, I'm not a genius. Yeah, basically that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm saying. Yes. I'm surprised you figured
Sugar
that out.
You said what?
I'm surprised you figured that out.
Oh, and I think that's a lot of things that make people mad growing up too. A lot of people used to tell me, you just think you smarter than everybody. You think you better than everybody. And the funny thing about it is that like all I did was like speak on things. That's it. And try to explain them. I never thought I was better. I never thought I was better than nobody, man. And you know what's funny? Growing up how I grew up, I think the main thing is, let me take these headphones off a little bit. Growing up how I grew up, they expect you to know your place. When you grow up in the projects and you grow up in poverty, you're not allowed to speak out. That's what I learned. You're not allowed to. How dare you be poor and try to be smart? That's how I felt growing up. And that's how a lot of people talked around me. Oh, I'm not allowed to. Oh, who are you? And a lot of the times it kept me in that little space until I was like, man, I don't care where I come from. I don't care how I was raised. I don't care if both my parents lived in the projects. Forget that. I'm allowed to say what I want to say. Anyway, sorry I keep stopping the video.
This is more on how he's now on the throne and he's better than everybody else. Suga directly name drops Bang PD and also takes a shot at other artists who do drugs thinking that they write better music while they're high. I won't name any names here, but I'm sure you can think of an artist or a few artists for that matter that will be at the butt end of this. Some in bigger companies, in fact.
Ooh, boy!
The diss.
Why'd you say that? Why'd you put that sound bite in there? Yeah, shots fired though. Whoever he talking to, y'all, whoever he talking to. Shots fired.
Aside, this line is also a glimpse into Bang PD's relationship with BTS. In a typical company, it'd be extremely difficult to even mention the name of your boss this openly without putting the honorifics Nim, especially considering how much a veteran and how much older Bang PD is compared to BTS. However, Suga name drops Bang PD as if he was his friend. We can sense that there is a very close bond and assume that Bang PD is very democratic with BTS. The fact that Suga is talking of Bang PD so casually is a flex of its own to others, as it's a sign that BTS has become so big and valuable to the company that he's at level with Bang PD. Now this is an interesting bit. Here Suga uses the Korean word hyunta. Hyunta is an interesting Korean slang that is used all around the internet. Directly translated as wise man's time, it is a word to describe the feeling you get right after you've ejaculated. Yes, ejaculated.
Hey! You could have gave us a warning, like a little bit of a like, hey, upcoming.
And you have a moment of clarity in your brain. You feel still, present, and sometimes disappointed that the short moment of satisfaction was all you got and you worked so hard for it. This slang originated from Japan, but it has become a staple in Korean everyday language, and it is widely used in everyday life outside of sexual situations. Usually in situations when you finally got what you dearly wanted and you wonder, that was it? Suga's saying he's feeling extreme.
I wish he would have just explained it like that. Like, what's the term? How it go? It's something else. How it go? Let me see. I can't think of the phrase. I don't know. I guess the way he explained this better because I really can't think of nothing else.
Because he has it all. He has money, he has clothes, he has everything he ever wanted. And there's nothing no one above him. While this could be considered a small cry for help, I think within the context of this song, it's more of a hard flex. He's saying, others can only dream of what I have, but now I got everything and I feel bored and disappointed. But you won't know how I feel because you never had any of this.
It was right on the tip of my tongue, man. Where you get so excited for something. Underwhelming. You could have just said it was underwhelming.
A term for underwhelming?
Yeah, you could have just said underwhelming, find something like that. I don't mean to just harp on that. It just caught me off. I'm sitting here with my child. Listen.
Sugar.
Come on now. This is something you go watch on your own. I already gave you the birds and the bees conversation. Okay? Don't want to do it again.
BTS has been on the top for the past few years, absolutely dominating, with a level of popularity that has never been seen in K-pop before. They're so dominant that it's sometimes easy to forget that they too had humble beginnings. In fact, more humble than most top artists out now today. They had to fight their way through discrimination, mistreatment, and humiliation. Daechwita is a reminder that this was where they started, and they took that system down. And it's also a warning that they had the resilience and the force to go through all of this, to go from slave to king. If you want us to make more videos like this, supporting us on patreon.com/DKDKTV helps us a lot. These explain videos get copyright claimed, thus we make no money off of them, 0 cents. So please consider supporting us on patreon.com/DKDKTV. For just a cup of coffee a month, you can get exclusive content and also help us continue our careers. And until next time, bye-bye.
All right. That was Daechwita. Explain. I hope my pronunciation was good.
I think yours is way better than mine.
By DKDKTV. And it went from a stand to a stand times 2 in my book. I loved it. My favorite part was him going over the Korean history. It's just so similar to Chinese the buildings and the attire and different stuff like that. Again, if I offended anybody, truly did not intend to do that. But I liked when he was talking about the king. I liked when he was talking about the mental health. It's a stand times 2 to me. The song was already a banger. I was nodding my head to it, and then now I know more. Now I know like in depth, you know. And shout out to him because it was all about them taking the system down, and it made me remember like how I was growing up and like, and really it's all political. At the end of the day, kings and queens and it's all political. It made me remember how much politics they played on my job. Yeah, that got me thinking, man. Now I'm finna just start bouncing through the house. Daechwita. I keep messing it up, bro. Anyway, staying times 2 in my book. Did you have a favorite part?
Staying times 2 as well.
Okay.
I'm going with that. I like the explain of history. I do like you said, the mental health factor because I listened to it, but I don't think I paid a lot of attention to what he was talking about, and it was like really interesting to see just how much mental health was involved in it. Because I really thought it was just like a flexing on you song, but it was a lot more than that. And I think it fits like BTS as well because you know they have deep songs.
Yeah.
But also they like they make stuff for the everyday man.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. I was tripping because, like, you know, I thought they was just deep, you know, and I was like, man, it's only so much you're gonna talk crazy to me till I start talking back. That's why I like this, and that's why I like Sugar, because that Agust was the same way. Yeah, he was not crazy because you talk crazy to me. I feel like if you talk crazy to me and then I talk crazy, that ain't me talking crazy. That's just me talking back. Does that make sense? Okay, but yeah, I love that. It was already a banger, and I think some of the things I said in the other video was similar. Like, you know, I didn't know.
But now you know it's even
right. More. I didn't know about the industry. I knew about the industry, but I didn't know like to the extent. Yeah. You know what I mean? That he went over in the video, basically just not explain all of it, but just how they had discrimination and different stuff like that. Also, I didn't know that those other 6 members stood for the other BTS members. That's a cool little hint. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I think that was really, really good. Daechwita. I'm sorry. I ain't want to. My bad. I ain't want to mispronounce it again. Yeah. Anyway, guys. You tell us what you think down in the comment section. Also, tell us if you watched the first one and then came back here. Let us know. And also, guys, we're gonna try to start recording and getting back on the schedule come the new year. I really want to get some other stuff in, but we're just so locked in with the people that donate. If it's getting stale, you can let us know down in the comment section. But we really, really, really appreciate the people that donate and try to knock out their stuff first. And again, we have lives, not again, but we have lives outside of here. I got sons, she got school, jobs. So we got stuff we got to do. Just thank you so much for bearing with us. We really appreciate you. And we look forward to going into the new year with you guys. And we love you. Amaya. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
We love you.
I need to do better about listening to guys and let my daughter talk. Because she's a butterfly or a bird. She's like a bird. Give them an outro.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Daechwita.
And if you're thinking about supporting the channel, the link to the Cash App is in the description, or you could buy us a pizza.
Buy me a piece. I'm a Ninja Turtle.
See you later, alligators.
After a while, a crocodile.
Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Oh, hey.
I'm sorry.
The hook is dangerous.
I was a boxer then, huh? What you mean I look like a boxer dog? The ones that look like Samuel Jackson?